Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my live Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Guys, look, I'm going to go ahead and start with part three, which, if you followed me yesterday, I did part two, which I went ahead last night. Me and my, you know what, self went ahead and deleted it, because, like I said, I'm still trying to get my channel monetized, and I didn't understand, knowing that YouTube is still reviewing. So when I had saw some of the stuff that was on, you know, on my YouTube studio, I was thinking something else instead of going, and be patient, which that's really what I'm talking about, and just wait it out. But I went ahead and deleted, which I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up a little more. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put back part two, which I'm in the book of Genesis. I'm talking about, like I said, when it comes to the book, I think that it is a prophecy to come. So, guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, which I'm not going to go through all the parts, part one, part two, just make sure that you go to my videos and watch the content, and you can be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. And also, I'm not going to be here too long. If I get a call, because I'm on call today, I'm gonna have to go ahead and leave, and maybe I might come back. So, guys, with all that being said, guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. And we're gonna go ahead and get right into our lessons. But before I go ahead and get back into what we talked about yesterday, I want to go ahead and share this with you guys right quick. I see that Brittany Griner, I see that she have been released from prison in Russia. So let me go ahead and share this with you guys right fast, and then after that, we can go ahead and get into my our little breaking down these scriptures. That's how I like to call it. Okay, but I see right here it says that I want to go ahead and do the Fox news, because you know how they are very controversies. I wanted to see what they are saying about brittany brittany Griner. And it says right here, the world is up Thursday morning to the news that WNBA a star Brittany Griner had been released from Russia custody roughly 10 months after being arrested for bringing a vape cartridge containing some kind of hashes or through a Moscow airport. And some people are saying a lot of stuff about it. That's her right there, where they had exchanged. Uh, it says Gerner was freed from a Russia penal colony in exchange for a Russian arm dealer, Victor Bout, I guess that's what his name is, U.S. officer confirmed to Fox News. So she was exchanged with one of the Russian armed prisoners. I guess that's who the Americans had. So they went ahead and they did a swap with her. And people, some of them, they saying mix. Hold on, let me see. People are saying mixed views. That I was reading some of the comments, and when you're dealing with uh stuff like this, they saying that, oh, they waited to go ahead and release it because now we know that is close to election time, and stuff like this they like to go ahead and pull. They wait till the very end when it comes to our people in order to get us to that voting boot. So we can go ahead and make sure that we vote for them because they went ahead and did a good deed. But like I said, guys, like, it's going to have to be more than this, because we can't keep allowing these people to constantly, just use us just for something that when it benefits to them, but when we really need them, they are nowhere to be found. But I'm not going to go ahead and read all the article, all the stuff that was said, but I just wanted to go ahead and share with you guys to let you know that Brittany Griner, she have been released. So we're going to see how that's going to go. But it reminds me, I don't know if you guys remember this story when they had swapped Jesus with a murderer. You remember when they had brought Jesus to up and arrest him, where they had exchanged Jesus for a murderer. So, like I say, nothing is new under the sun, but she have been released. So let's go ahead and get into our lesson. We're gonna go. We had started with 18. Start with 18. So we're gonna go ahead and get to Genesis 19. And if you have your Bibles, guys, turn to Genesis 19, and we're gonna go from there. And I'm gonna go ahead and post back part two, because I think that part two, it really opened up our eyes, because some of the stuff that I had brought to you guys, trust me, you're not going to get it nowhere but here. And I'm going to try to see if I can go ahead and upload it back maybe today. So in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get into Genesis chapter 19. And all we doing right now, guys, is rightfully dividing the word of truth. And if you have any questions, anything that you are concerned about of what I'm saying, because each and every day we are learning, we are striving. None of us have all the answers. And the reason why we don't have the answers, because we know that our history was erased. Okay. So all we doing right now is rightfully dividing the word of truth. And I tell you guys all the time, when it comes to the Bible, I think that the Bible is a shadow of what's to come. I think that the Bible is a prophecy. And when I mean a prophecy, is that we are reliving it as I speak. And when I talked about all the stuff that had happened with Lot, when the two angels came in and told Lot to come out of Sodom and Gomorrah, I broke all that down. So make sure, guys, that you be looking out for that video. If you haven't seen it, I will upload it back today. So let's go ahead and get into Genesis 19, chapter 1. And guys, Genesis chapter 1 is talking about the doom of Sodom. And when I think of Sodom, I think of syphilis. And when I think of Gomorrah, I think of gonorrhea. Those are the diseases, the plague that the Most High God had put upon that rebellious city called Sodom and Gomorrah. And right here, this day, this time that we are in right now, we are fulfilling the scriptures. So right here, 19 and 1, it says, and there came two angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom, and Lot seeing them rose up in to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face towards the ground, which I did read this yesterday and I had deleted the videos, but I'm going to just go ahead and just read it again, okay? Since I did take the video down. So right there, those two angels came to Lot to warn Lot that the Most High God was going to destroy that city. And we already know how Abraham, which was Lot's nephew, he pleaded to God and told God if he can spare. He went to 50, then he went down, I think, to 10 or 5 or whatever, if he can spare just his family to get out of that city, because the Most High God was going to go ahead and destroy it because of all the stuff, the detestable stuff that was going on in that city. And Genesis 19 and 2, which I'm reading out the King James Bible, but I'm going to go ahead and switch it to the NIV Bible, because when I read the NIV Bible, which that is one of my favorites, which you have to rightfully divide them as well, follow along, is still going to coincide with the King James Version. I believe that the NIV Bible will break it down where even a child can understand. And Genesis 19 and 2 say, my Lord, he said, please turn aside to your servant house. So right there, Lot is begging. He's pleading with those two angels to come into my house, because Lot knows that so much stuff is going on. So much stuff is going on in that city. But you also have to realize, if you listen to part 1 and part 2, when Lot and Abraham, they was together and they wanted to go ahead and depart because it has so many people, so much stuff that they had accomplished together where it was crowded. And Lot had told his nephew to pick which side that he wanted, but he picked the side that he thought was green. He thought that the grass was green, and he thought that it was prosperity. And that's just like what we are doing today. Just because it looked good, that does not mean that it's good for us, because there are two roads. That's the broad road and that's the straight road. And many love to get on that broad road, because on that broad road is excitement. It is fun to them, not knowing that it's the road that's called destruction. So also, let's go ahead and get to 2. My Lord, he said, please turn aside to your servant house. You can wash your feet and spend the night, and then go on your way early in the morning. No, the answer. So the angels had said, no, we're going to spend the night in a square, which means that we're going to go and get us a hotel. But Lot, he's pleading because he needs somebody to help him. But he insists so strongly that they did go with him. So he had begged them, and finally they gave in and said, okay, I'm going to go into your house. He prepared a meal for them, baking bread without yeast, and they ate. Before they had gone to bed, all the men from every part of the city of Sodom, both young and old, surrounded that house. So the men in the city, young and old, heard that two men that came into Lot's house. So they surrounded Lot's house right there. You're going to see why the men, not the women, the men had surrounded that house, because you have to remember that they were in the city called Sodom and Gomorrah. And when I tell you guys, this right here is a prophecy of what's to come. Right here in 19:5, it says, they called to Lot, where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us so that we can have sex with them. So those men, and like I say, I didn't write this stuff, okay? So don't get mad at me. I'm only breaking it down to you guys, interpreting it, reading exactly what it's saying. It's just that I'm going into the deeper core of it. Right there, those men surrounded Lot's house because they saw that those two men was in there, and they wanted Lot to bring those two men out there so they can go ahead and turn them out. They wanted to have sex with those men. Now, tell me right now, if we are not fulfilling these scriptures right now, if you don't see all this stuff happening today. So Lot went outside to meet them and shut the door behind him and said, no, my friends, don't do that wicked thing. Look, I have two daughters who have never slept with a man. Let me bring them out to you, and you can do what you like with them, but don't do anything to these men, for they have come under the protection of my roof. So right there, Lot was telling them, look, you're not going to sit there. You're not going to turn these men out, but yet I have two virgin daughters that you can do whatever you want to do to them. Now you have to go and watch my video that I had upload, which I'm gonna go ahead and upload it to I had deleted, which I'm gonna go ahead and upload it later on in a few, where I went into details with it. So right there, Lot gave his two virgin daughters to them. And the reason why Lot wanted to do that, because, guys, come on, it was between a male and a female. Now, you guys going to watch the video that I'm going to upload back, and you're going to see exactly what I am talking about, which I'm not going to go ahead and get all into it right now. But as you can see right now, Lot refused to sit there and give those men to him, but he wanted to go ahead and give his daughter so that they can see that the union is between male and female. Some of you guys might get this by tomorrow, so make sure that you watch part 2, because this right here is part 3. 19:9, get out of my way, they replied. So they didn't want it the women. They did not want it the women. They wanted those men. This fella came here as a foreigner, and now he want to play the judge. So they mocking Lot. They said, and they say, you came into our city. You was a foreigner. You came into our city, and you trying to play the judge, telling us what should and what should not do. To them, that is their lifestyle. That's what they are used to doing. So, like I said again, and I'm going to continue saying, the Bible is a prophecy. All this stuff right now, we are living it out. Well, treat you worse than them. And they say, well, we're going to treat you worse than them. We see right now, you come against that right there. I promise you come against the power that be. I promise you, you will be canceled. You will lose jobs. You will lose all types of stuff when you come in against these people. Because these people think that they are a fortified city that they cannot be destroyed. They kept bringing pressure on Lot and move forward to break down the door. And that's exactly what they're doing today. Come against it. You can't even speak on it. You can't even talk about it. And like I told you guys on the video that I had made, I said that, a lot of stuff that is going on, especially how they going after these babies. Now, whatever they want to do with their life when they 18 on up, what decision that they want to make, that's them. That's between them and their God. But I'm talking about the babies that cannot make decisions. Wait till these children get 18 years old where they can make decisions of their own. The school system and their parents, all of them should stay out of it, because you never know when a child mind is not fully developed. So once they get to a certain age, they're going to hate you. They're going to regret you, because they were saying that you was the parent. I cannot vote. I can't go out there and buy alcohol or whatever until I get to a certain age. So why you couldn't wait until I make 18 before you make that decision for me? So guys, make sure when I upload that video back, you guys gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. Hold on one second.